Hello. What's up, dudes? Silence! That's the stupidest intro ever. I'm not going to use that in the video. Hello everybody, Monster here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. In the previous episode, we finished off, pause, for effect, Rock-Candy Mines. And now we're moving on towards Meringue Clouds. We no longer have to worry about punctuation as we go inside Meringue Clouds -1. Punctuation has succeeded once again. That's the true tragedy of this story. But anyway, we're now going to be starting off a whole new world. We'll be playing it through Meringue Clouds, and that's kind of a fun time, except for the fact that this is my second take trying to record this stupid world because a level we'll be playing a little bit later in this video, it was not a good time. For the first star coin in this area, you want to be careful, because you either want to have some kind of flying power-up, or you want to be careful with the thing that's coming up over here. In this area right here, there is a spring inside of a question block. Now we could use this to jump across, but I'm going to use the flying squirrel suit. We go across this area and, oh, magical brick blocks are spontaneously appearing. I always knew they were evil. We can go over here and grab the next star coin. I kind of wish this group of brick blocks were a little bit closer to the left, so that if you didn't have a power-up or anything like that, then you can wall jump off that and still save yourself and get back onto the cloud. It's a little bit weird. Maybe you can do that. I don't know. I haven't practiced that or anything like that. We'll move on to the next area. It's kind of weird when you think about it, about there being a pipe right there in terms of reality and things like that. But it makes sense for loading screens and things like that, because loading screens are a thing in video games, apparently. We can try ground pounding right here, but we can't, so we unfortunately will not be able to take care of that red ring. What really matters is we go across this area. Watch out for the waddle wings, because they may be adorable and stuff like that, but underneath that adorableness is more adorableness. Oh, the poor waddle wing had so much to live for! Oh, I feel so bad for it. It was just happily flying around, and then the cloud moved, and the poor waddle wing. Oh, I feel so bad for it. Cool, that's clear! Exclamation point! Moving on to the next level, we will now be using Toadette to take over the world. We go across this area, and we'll be able to play with Yoshi! Yeah, Yoshi! Sounding more camel than Yoshi. I cannot do a Yoshi voice, I apologize. I try my best, and it just doesn't work. Let's let the flying Goomba fly to its death. Or Paragoomba, that's what it's officially called. Be careful! No. There we go. It's okay, Yoshi. It's okay, Mr. Squarepants can cover for you. Yeah, we get a 1-up. But, we're Toadette. We're supposed to have everything handed to us. We're supposed to have, you know, like a 3-up or something like that. Alrighty then. Wait for the Lakitu to come back over here. Destroy it and steal his car. And we can get the next star coin. We want to be careful over this area. I don't know if the cloud will last long enough for us to reach this point. Okay, we made it. No need to worry. I told you, no need to worry. What? Why are you freaking out? No need to worry! No need to worry! Stop freaking out! No. The fuzzies are not invited to my birthday party. Was that the first time we saw the victory animation with Peachhead and Yoshi together? It's kind of adorable. Peach doesn't get a whole lot of chances to ride a Yoshi. I mean, technically this isn't Peach, but still, same thing. Alright, so I mentioned this a couple times throughout the Let's Play, but the Super Crown turning things into Peachhead kind of spawned a lot of interesting fan things. The most notable one being Bowsette, or is it Bowsette? One of those two. So there's this one that I saw where it showed, I don't know if I can have footage of this on screen or anything like that because this animation belongs to somebody else, but you can look it up on your own time if you want. But there's this one animation I saw that's like honestly my favorite thing about the Peachhead meme. There was this one really adorable animation where it shows Peach and Daisy making a snowman together, and then they use the Super Crown as the snowman's hat, and it turns into like a snowy Peach. It was really adorable and wholesome. Okay, let's be careful here. Jump on top of the Bullabill. I always like that one fan theory that people have that Mario is technically faster than Sonic the Hedgehog because he can jump on bullets and things like that, and that his speed is illusion in these games. That would make sense when you realize the fact that Mario can keep up with Sonic in a running sport at the Olympic Games. I always love the fact that in the Mario and Sonic games, the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, how whenever Sonic is playing a swimming game, he has like one of those swimming donut things because Sonic can't swim. It's a really nice detail. Watch out for the Bullbills in this area. We'll continue on over here and go this way. So one thing that I want to talk about real quick. This might seem like a very random topic to discuss in this video, but I was mentioning this on field recording. There's something that I really want to talk about in terms of this game. So, New Super Mario Bros. U, as a lot of people may or may not know, this was a launch title for the Wii U. And I loved the Wii U when I did play it. It was a really fun console. It introduced me to a lot of really great games. It was the first way that I was able to experience Earthbound. And it introduced some really great games like Pikmin 3 or Tokyo Mirage and Sharp FE. It was a really great console, although I will say, the launch lineup and the schedule for all that, it was kind of horrible being a Nintendo fan during the Wii U days because of the release schedule for Nintendo games. Like, the third-party support at the beginning of the year was mostly fine. The third-party support was mostly for games that had already been out for a little while or so. Yeah, we did it! Okay, I was really nervous about that one. I was really nervous about the Star Coin because I missed it on a failed recording. But anyway, yeah, going back to the Wii U, the release schedule for the Wii U was really, really weird because when the Wii U first released, it had a fairly decent launch lineup. It launched with games like Nintendo Land, which was a really fun game. It also launched with the original version of New Super Mario Bros. U, which was also really fun, but at the same time, that launched 6 months after the 3DS got a New Super Mario Bros. Game, so a lot of people were already starting to get sick of the series. So, the thing is, that was pretty much it for the launch lineup, aside of a few third-party games like Batman Arkham City, which was already available for several months on other consoles. We were supposed to get Rayman Legends close to launch as well, but Ubisoft decided pretty much the last minute to delay the game so they can release it as a multi-platform game, so they delayed it for like a few months. I remember being furious about that, and not wanting to get the game for the longest time. I eventually ended up getting the game on Wii U, and I got the definitive edition on Switch later. But I remember being furious about that, because it was almost released, and I was really looking forward to it. But then they delayed the game so it could release on other consoles. And then later, down the line, when they were making Watch Dogs, that was like their last big game, they delayed the Wii U version, and nothing else. So that was kind of not a good time to be a Nintendo fan for third-party games. Now, as for Nintendo games, it was mostly good. 2012 only really had the launch lineup, but they didn't really have anything come out in December. And, okay, real quick, this star coin right here is the reason I scrapped that original recording. It was going pretty well for the most part, but oh my goodness, that star coin I hate with every fiber of my being, because you need to be in at least a super form to be able to break the brick blocks, and that fire bro is a really jerkish enemy placement, because he'll throw fireballs at you when you can't really see him that well because of the camera in this game. I don't appreciate it. But yeah, going back to my tangent, there really wasn't anything for the Wii U for the longest time in the first part of January. They did have a January Direct where they announced games like... This was the first time they mentioned Breath of the Wild, because they mentioned that they wanted to make a new Zelda game that would challenge the conventions of the series. We didn't see any footage of it for a couple more years, but... Actually, was that the next year? I don't know. It was a long time. So, a lot of the games that came out during that, that were announced during that Direct, didn't even get released for several years. Like, the project that what... Like, the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem project was announced during that Direct, and we wouldn't see it again for a long time. I don't think it was even shown off again until that one Direct where it was announced at Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Yeah, it was kind of hard being a Nintendo fan during the Wii U days, because the release schedule was just so weird. We finally did it! My goodness, I hate this level so freaking much. Well, we did it. We defeated that, and now we can move onwards. Do I want that fire flower? No, I don't. I want to keep going like this. I'm gonna watch out for that fire bar, because it's not nice. We go up here, go inside the warp pipe, and go inside this area. And I'm probably going to need to concentrate more on the gameplay than my commentary for this area, because these crushing platforms are rude. I really do not like that, how unforgiving the crushing mechanic is in this game, because if you take damage from crushing or anything like that, and if you're in a super form, then you basically take 2 things of damage immediately. It is really rude, and I do not like it. And if you're in a super form, then yeah, you're basically dead at that point. I don't believe there are any hidden fire flowers or anything like that in this area. There was one back there if you want to get that one. I didn't, because I want to get my super acorn thingy. Boom Boom was nowhere to be found. We are now fighting Kamek. And that's pretty fun. I do believe this is kind of like a recycled boss fight from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't know if there's anything that special about this one. But this is still a pretty fun boss fight. I really enjoy this one. Basically, the idea is that the Kamek is going to be jumping around and teleporting across this area. And then they'll use spells like that to turn these platforms into donut lifts, so you want to be careful with that. And obviously the purple spells of Doom, Destruction, and Death will also hurt you if you're not careful. And eventually, the Kamek will eventually use another spell to make those platforms like fall down and things like that. So you want to be careful with that. Can you please stay still for a second? There we go. It's not that challenging of a boss fight. I honestly do believe some of the Goblin battles are a lot tougher. But in terms of a fortress boss fight, yeah, this is definitely way more challenging than any of the Boom Boom fights that we've had so far in our adventure. You're gonna teleport one more time. Oh, come on, that should have counted. That should have counted. I don't care what anyone says. We landed on your head. I will gladly frame by frame and zoom in that footage. There we go. We did it. We did it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No eating here tonight. Woo! Eating here tonight. Woo! No eating here tonight. We're on a diet. So normally this is where I'd end off the video, but the thing is, Marine Clouds is a little bit weird with its layout. There are quite a few more levels in the rest of this world, so we're gonna take care of the ghost house, and then I did not mean to go in there as Luigi. This level is a pretty interesting one. It's honestly one of my more personal favorite ghost house levels in the game. So basically what the big idea with this level is the fact that I thought that was going to be a fake. That's basically the big idea of this level, is that you're going to be coming back to that room time and time again, and the doors are going to take you to different areas, and it's up to you to figure out how to not die. That's a fake door right there, so definitely be careful. Watch out for the boos, because they're kind of not nice. I love that one boo right there. He has like one of the most, he has like a really smug face. It's really cute. I love the boos in general. They're just so adorable. They're easily one of my favorite parts of the Luigi's Mansion games. So we made it across that area, and I believe what I want to do next is I want to go inside here. I always get a little turned around in this area, admittedly, but this is a really fun level. For this area right here, what we want to do is that I can never remember this guy's name. I love this enemy, but I can never remember his official name. That's definitely something that I want to prove on with Mario Let's Plays going forward, is that I really need to get better about remembering the enemy names. So we go across that area. That is the first star coin, and we will go inside the door. We go across this area, and actually, wait, I'm remembering something about this place. I am remembering something about this place. I am remembering wrong. I'm thinking of something that happens later. We could jump with that if we're unable to fly. You would probably also jump there with a triple jump and a wall jump, but I didn't try. I was considering going through this area as an abbot when I was practicing for this recording session. I decided against it because there really isn't a reason to do that. Maybe we will when we go through this level again, because, spoiler alert, there's a secret exit in this level. I know, it's a surprise to me too. Who would have thought there'd be a secret exit in a ghost house? I believe the next star coin is going to be located around here somewhere. Maybe, sort of, kind of. I remember it being on the right side of this level. My voice sounds really annoying right now, and I apologize for that. I don't know why I'm still talking in this voice. The star coin is going to move around over there, so... Let's go, let's go, let's go! Yeah, we did it! And now we need to be careful. Do I want to risk getting that question block? Sorry about that. By the way, I do apologize if you hear my controller a bit more often in this game. I don't know what it is, but my Joy-Con grip is kind of squeaking a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know, maybe I'll try using another Joy-Con grip that I have in the house and see if that works a little bit better, but this one's mine. I don't want to give it up. It's mine! It's mine, it's mine, it's mine forever. So I believe the secret exit's going to be located here. I know I said earlier in the Let's Play that we'd be going for regular exits first, but I'm very scatterbrained and can never make up my mind on things. I mean, as it is, my whole plan for how I was going to handle Breath of the Wild Let's Play kind of changed like literally every other day, because I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to handle a side project to that series. Alright. We got the third star coin, and now we can leave this place forever. Jump. Double jump. Triple jump, but not too high so we don't run into the boob.
Thanks a million for your help. Here, take these.
That was an Elmo voice. That was not a Toad voice. I should not have a career in voice acting. That is a secret exit that will take us directly to the castle if we so choose. And I would not be doing that because it's now time for the secret exit. Or the regular exit. Or something like that. Anyway, yay! Editing transition. Whoosh! Hooray! That's not the way I want to go. Where do I go? Wait! Is that the way I go? Anyway, now that we're back inside the spinning ghost house, I don't remember if that's the name off the top of my head, but none of these blocks can hurt me. None can harm the nabbit. I am indestructible. I am inevitable. And Nabbit's purple too, so that's really fitting. All we need is a chair. And a gauntlet. And stones. Well, I guess that was a regular exit. So now we go across this area. And we didn't get the top of the flagpole. I'm a failure! So now we've taken care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. In the next episode, we'll be finishing off Meringue Clouds. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, that's kind of a weird word. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.